Space.
Hello folks, my name is John Follis, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. Now, as you all know, if you've watched this YouTube channel, normally I do a lot of these video game covers with my Yamaha PSRE463 keyboard, and along with Midi programming in Reaper. So today what I want to do is talk about a Midi pitch bend and vibrato and how that all works, and how I implement it. You can use a pitch bend wheel when you're overdubbing, but the problem is setting the pitch bend range and whatnot when it comes to Midi programming. Okay, so I'm going to tab over to here.
Pitch
I am.
bend. One item.
I've already created a project, and so I have the track.
One item.
Just this one item doesn't have anything.
101 Midi.
I've got this set to my going to my keyboard here with Midi channel number 1 here. So I navigate to the Midi item. I'm going to press the Control Alt E to go to
Midi take 01 Midi dial
to the Midi editor here. Now, and I already have a bit of a G major pentatonic thing going on.
play. Play. Stop.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to I've already set the CC lane to pitch bend. Pitch. And I'd never used CC lanes before, but I just did Control Alt Dash and Control Alt equals to go through to the next and previous lanes. But I'm going to focus on pitch. Now if I just do Control Alt, or Control equals, or Control Dash.
This is a reminder. Take out the trash.
I should have told you all this is not formal, but anyway.
Pitch bend 8000. Beat 475. Pitch bend 8192. 92. Pitch bend 8. Bar 2 beat 10. Pitch bend 8192.
Okay, so
bar 1. Bar 2 beat 10. Pitch bend.
So what I've done here is I have already set the range to 12 semitones. It's very important that you do this when you're working with general Midi, such as a hardware keyboard or one of those Midi synthesizers. You may want to, when in the Midi editor at the very beginning, you'll probably want to set the pitch bend range, and the way to do that is you have to send a pair of Midi controllers, CC100 and CC101. There's what they're called RPN, or registered parameter numbers. There's also non-registered parameters with 98 and 99, and those are very device specific. But the general Midi is RPN 100 and 101. 101 for the MSB and 100 for the LSB. And you want to make sure that those both have a value of 0 that represents pitch bend range sensitivity. And then you want to send out a controller change number 6, which is the data entry MSB. There's also 38, which is LSB. Now, I don't use that, so I just leave that alone. But you do use, you definitely want to use a CC6. And then in this case, the default range is typically 2 semitones. That means 2 semitones up and 2 semitones down. Most people are comfortable setting it to 12. And the maximum you can set it to is 24. 12 is a full octave. 24 semitones is 2 full octaves. You could set it to 0, which means absolutely nothing, which is silly. But I've got it set to 12. And typically when you're working with Midi controllers, Midi control parameters, they have a value ranging from 0 to 127. So of the 128 values altogether, ranging from 0 to 127. There's 7 byte values, or 7 bit bit or byte, however you want to call it. The pitch bend is a bit different. It's a 14-bit or 14 byte value, so it's double that, or route, however you want to call it that. So instead of 128 values, it's a total of 16,384 values. And the reason why they had to do that, from what I understand, is because the pitch bending would sound like stair stepping, and so it was very, very sloppy. So they had to double it. So instead of 128 values, you get a total of 16,384 values for pitch bend, pitch bend messages. Now, for regular MIDI parameters, other control change events, notes, or velocity or whatnot, you have to know, and this is true for pitch bend as well, but you have to know that there is a minimum, a medium, and a maximum value. The minimum is 0 in all cases. Usually it's 0. In standard MIDI parameters, what's considered minimum value, or middle value I should say, is 64. That's the middle value. And then the maximum value is 127. In MIDI pitch bend messages, it's 0 is your medium number, or your minimum number. 0 is the minimum number, 8192 is the middle number, and 16,383 is the maximum number. Those are the exact numbers. So you need to know 0, 8192, and 16,383. So keep those three numbers in mind. Write them down if you need to. And this will explain everything. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a pitch bend, a few little pitch bends here.
Pitch bend 8,000. Beat 1. Number lock on. Bar 1 beat 475. Bar 2 beat 10. Play. Stop. Grid quarter. Beat 2. Beat 3.
So I'll set those at beat 2 and beat 3 of the second bar.
Beat 2, pitch bend 8,192.
And what I want to focus on is this one.
Play. Stop.
Right there in the middle. Now what I had to do is I had to send a pair of, not only did I have to send a pair of RPN controllers with a value of 0 before the data entry with a value of 12, I had to send out another pair of RPN controllers, each with a value of 127. Now that's for general MIDI. The reason why I had to do this is because I've learned the hard way that if you don't do that and you're in the middle of a project and you're navigating your notes, it will not play the pitch bend messages properly. So putting those, what that does is it nullifies it. So the first set of RPNs with a value of 0 is to tells the system, hey, I want to set pitch bend range. The data entry MSB number 6 is in this case represents the number of semitones. I got it set to 12, and then the second set of RPNs with the value of 127 nullifies it, so it seals up the package, if you like to call it that way. And when you do that, it nullifies it and then seals it up so that that way when you're navigating your notes, you have the pitch bend. It plays the pitch bend messages properly no matter what. Now if you're using a software synthesizer, maybe Surge XT or the Magical 8-bit plugin or Synth 1, those tend to have their own pitch bend settings, range settings, so you don't have to worry about RPN and all that kind of stuff in data entry.
Beat 1, beat 2, pitch bend 8,192.
Now here's the thing. So I've got it set to 12 semitones.
OBS 30. MIDI take.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and Alt F4 out of the MIDI editor and save my project before I continue any further.
MIDI take.
I had a problem earlier. I was trying to record this video and it crashed on me for some reason. Some stupid visual
beat 2
thing that kind of crashed on me. But anyway.
OBS calculator.
I'm going to go to the calculator here because my arithmetic sucks. I'm not very quick on my feet with huge arithmetic numbers. So, here's the formula. So the formula you want is first, before I mention that, is 8192, the minimum number, the medium number, means that your pitch bend wheel is in the middle. 0, which is the minimum number, which means the pitch bend wheel is all the way at the bottom. And then 16,383, the maximum number, means that the pitch bend wheel is at the very top. So, with that in mind, what I have done is I've taken the middle number, which is 8192, and divide that by the number of semitones. In this case, it's 12. And when you do that here, so if I do 8192 divided by 12, press enter.
Display is 682.666666.
I'm going to get a bunch of decimals. But the whole first number that you heard was 682. Now, I could round that a little bit by looking at those decimals and say, oh, it's 683. So in other words, what I'm saying is you can use 682 or 683 in this case, and that you'll be splitting hairs at that point. But as of right now, I'll probably just stick with a 682. But what that gave me is if I did the middle number of 8192 divided by 12 semitones, it gives me a number that represents a semitone. So in this case, either 682 or 683. So now, if I take that and if I do 819, try that again, 8192 plus,
display is 8,192 plus
682.
812. Display is 8682. Display is 8,874.
8,874, or I could do 8,875.
Beat 1, beat 2, pitch bend 8,192.
But I'll just use 8874.
Value, edit alt V selected 8,108, 8 blank, selection 8, 7, 4. C linear square.
I'm going to set the square shape because that means it's point A to point B. If I press
OK, Midi tape, bar,
and I go through and play the notes from start to finish here.
Play.
Watch what happens.
Stop.
See how it went up?
Play.
Listen again.
Stop.
It basically simulated going from an E to an F back to an E.
Bar.
Because
bar 2, beat 1, pitch bend 8,100. Play. Stop. Beat 2, pitch bend 8,874.
That middle number right there at beat 2 is representing the pitch bend. Now,
calculate.
Let's add another 682. So 8874 plus
display is 8,086. Display is 9,556.
9,556.
Midi tape.
So
beat 1, beat 2, pitch bend. Event. CC shape. Combo box square. 8 blank. Selection removed. 9, 5, 6.
So
Midi
I set that to 9556. Now watch what happens and listen.
Play. Stop. Play. Stop.
So that basically went from an E to an F sharp and back to an E. So we went up a whole tone or 2 semitones. So now if I wanted to, I could
B2 pitch bend 9.
I could set this
value, edit alt V selected 9,009, not blank, 1, 7, 1, 6, 3, 3.
all the way to 16,383, the maximum. Now watch what happens.
Play.
A full octave.
Stop.
Okay. Now,
bar 2, B2, pitch.
Now let's try going down.
Event.
So I'll set this back to 8192.
Value, edit alt V 1, 6 blank, selection 8, 1, 2. Midi play, stop, beat 1, beat 2, pitch bend 8,100, beat, play, stop, calculator.
Now, let's do 8192.
8, 1, not 2, display is 8,017. 8, 1, 2, display is 8,001, 6, 8, 2, display is 7,510.
Okay, so that's a good number, 7510.
Bar 1, bar 2, beat 1, 0.
So what it is, I did 8192 minus 682, minus the semitone. In this case, 7,510.
Channel, comp, value, edit all 8, 8 blank, select 7, 5, 1, 0.
That's what I want to put in.
Midi play. Stop.
Now, if I start from the beginning, you'll hear it.
Play.
Except
Stop.
I hit the wrong pitch bend. Whoops. That's not what I wanted.
MIDI take. Bar 1. Pitch beat 4. Beat 2. Pitch bend 8000. Beat 1. Pitch bend 7005. Beat 2. If
It's not what I want.
CC shape.
My fault.
Value
I hit the wrong
8
one.
blank. Selection remove 7510. MIDI beat 1. If value edit all blank. Select 1 2. MIDI play. Stop. Play. Stop.
So what that's doing is it's going down a semitone and then back up. So it's going from E back to an E flat or D sharp note and then back up to an E. Even though the note is a big old E. Because of, again, how I set the pitch bend range.
B2 pitch bend 7510.
So now let's go let's go down a hold tone. So let's do 7510 minus
display is 7510
minus another 682.
Display is 6828.
6828.
MIDI take. Beat 1, beat 2, pitch. Event. Value. Edit alt V. Blank. Selection 6. 8. CC. Linear. Score. OK button.
Now watch what happens.
Play. Stop. Grid hole. Number lock on. Bar 2. Play. Stop.
So now it's going down a whole tone and back up from E. It's basically going from E to D and then back to E.
Pitch bend 8000. B2. Pitch bend.
So now let's go take that
Value. X. Blank. 0.
and put a 0 in there.
MIDI take.
Let's see what happens.
Play. Play.
Down a full octave.
Stop.
So that's basically, in a nutshell, how when you take the middle number of 8192, divide that by the number of semitones that you have the pitch bend range set to, it will give you a number, a relative number that you could use to represent semitones. So just know that 0 is the minimum value, 16,383 is the maximum value, and then 8192 is the middle value, the medium value. So now with that in mind, I do want to get into vibrato here. So how I use the pitch bend messages for vibrato. So let me go in and clear some of these pitch bends out of here.
Bar 2, pitch bend 8000, beat 2, beat 3. Beat, bar 1, bar 2, beat 1 0, beat 2, pitch bend 0. Beat 3, pitch bend. Play. Stop. Beat 1, bar 1, beat, bar 2, beat 1 0, pitch bend 8192.
So I want to talk about the difference between what's known as bipolar and unipolar vibrato. And this is a term that I've learned. Bipolar means that it goes both ways, whatever modulation you might be using, such as for instance, it might be a brightness frequency modulation or a timbre or a tremolo or whatnot. But in this case, it's vibrato since I'm messing with pitch. But either way, bipolar means it goes from, for example, from the original pitch of the note, back upward, back down, past the original pitch of the note, back up, past the original pitch of the note, back down, past the original pitch of the note. So it's going all over the place. Unipolar, on the other hand, means it only goes one way in the back to the original pitch. So it could be what I might call a positive unipolar, which means it goes up and then back down to the original pitch, up, back down to the original pitch, or a negative unipolar, which means it goes back down and then back up to the original pitch, back down, back to the original pitch, etc. And the reason why I wanted to look into this because if you can do research for Jordan Rudess at keyboard pitch bend. He's the keyboardist for Dream Theater, and he demonstrated what happens when he uses either the mod wheel or the pitch bend wheel to create vibrato, and when he was wiggling the pitch bend wheel, it sounded like a guitar when a guitar player is bending strings. Because when a guitar player bends strings, they bend the strings upward and then back down, upward, back down, and it only goes up, upward, and then back down to the original pitch of the note. Now, if they're using a whammy bar, I think it tends to go down past the note and then back up to the original pitch of the note. So, but most synthesizers usually, especially when you're looking at chiptunes or Sega Genesis type, or like Super Nintendo, whatnot, they tend to, most synthesizers tend to use the bipolar method only. So they tend to go up past the original pitch of the note and then back down past the original pitch of the note, back and forth. They don't do the unipolar method. And unfortunately, with this keyboard here, this Yamaha PSRE463, I know there's a E473, and I heard there's a 383, and there might be coming out with an E483 as of this video, who knows. But what's common about these keyboards is, and it may not be any different for the 383 and the 483, is I know that this 463 and the 473 use what's called XG light voices, like a light version of the Yamaha's XG voices. They have a bit of control. There is a mod wheel capability. There's no mod wheel in this keyboard, but you can use the mod wheel. Unfortunately, the only bad news is that it's very patch dependent for the speed, and there's not much vibrato when you're using the mod wheel CC1. So it only does the bipolar method. And I think that's true of the XG. I don't think they regular XG voices, I don't think they have a unipolar method as well. It's all bipolar, and I call it artificial vibrato. But I can simulate that with
bar 1 beat 4, bar 2 beat 10, pitch bend 8192.
I can simulate that with pitch bends.
Number
now
lock.
I do have a script that somebody wrote me that, and I'll show you in a bit, that simulates guitar vibrato, which is the positive unipolar. So what I'm going to do is, so I've navigated to the pitch bend.
Bar 2 beat 10, pitch bend.
I'm going to make a copy of that, and I'm going to set the grid to, I want to say,
grid 16th triplet.
So I hit
grid 16th
I hit
triplet.
I hit 7 on the number roll, so for a 16th triplet.
Number lock on.
I hope I'm doing this right. So
number lock 17.
So
0. 17.
So I'm going to place this pitch bend here at pixel 17.
0. 17. Pitch bend 8100. 33. 7. 33. 7. 33. Pitch bend 8190.
So I'm going to set that to 8875.
If CC shape A 8001 blank selection A 8 7 5 MIDI take 0.
And then what I want to do with these
7 7
I want to set these to a linear.
Channel combo box 1 collapsed Alt C value edit Alt CC linear MIDI take 33 value CC linear.
I'm going to set these to linear shape.
17 pitch bend 33 pitch bend 8000.
And then I'm going to take
17
look at this
33 pitch bend 8875.
okay.
Number lock.
I'm going to take that
50.
And place another pitch
30,
bend here.
50 pitch bend 8807.
Now I'm going to go in and edit its properties.
CC shape combo box linear 8000 blank.
So I'm going to set this to
750.
set this to 7,510.
MIDI take 33 pitch bend 8875.
So I'm going to take
33 50.
These two, the 8,875 positive one and the 7,510 negative.
Number lock.
Make a copy of these, and then
67.
I'm going to keep pasting these.
Beat 20. 7, 33, 67, 50.
I'm gonna check where I am with Control Shift J.
Bar 2 beat 250 stopped. 30, 50, pitch bend 7005. Number lock, play. Stop, play, number 101 MIDI bar 1 beat, number 101 MIDI bar 1 beat 1. Bar 17, bar 2 beat 250. 30, 50.
Alright.
50, pitch bend 7500.
Sorry.
67.
Paste
8,
these.
67, pitch bend 8000. 80. Beat 30. 7. 33. 50. Play. Stop.
Yeah, I know it sounds a little off right
67.
now, but bear with me.
Beat 40. 7. 33. 50. 50, pitch bend 7000. 67. Play, stop. 83. Bar 3 beat 10. Bar 2 beat 483, pitch bend 7000. 67, pitch bend 8000. 80.
And
Bar 3 beat 10. Play. Stop.
alright, so
Play, stop.
put a little more there.
Bar 2 beat 483, pitch bend 7. 67, 50, 67, pitch bend 8000. 83. Bar 3 beat 1. 7. 33. Play. Stop. Play. Stop. 50. Play. Stop. 6. 80. Play. Stop. Beat 20. 17. Play. Stop. Number lock. 0. 17. Pitch. 33. Play. Play. Stop. 50. Play. Stop. 67. Stop. 50, pitch bend 7005. 67, stop. Pitch bend. Stop. 50, 6. 83, stop. 6, 50, pitch bend. 6. 1, 30,
Alright.
33, 50, pitch bend 7510. 33, 50, pitch bends. Number lock on. 60, 83, pitch bend 7000. Stop. 6, 8.
And then
Beat 30.
take this last
Beat-
one
beat-
at beat 3 over here, and I'm gonna go to
CC shape. Combo box linear blank. 2. MIDI
8192. Okay, so now if you listen to what I did here, so all these are linear, bipolar pitched via pitch bend messages. So check this out.
play. Stop.
Okay.
Play. Stop.
Now the downside with pitch bend messages, relying on vibrato via pitch bend messages or just pitch bend in,
1 item.
it's tempo dependent.
Edit
So
95 blank.
so if I let's set to
Selection
150
150.
150
bend.
150 beats per minute here.
Play. Stop.
Versus if you're using vibrato controls built into the synthesizer or your keyboard, it would stay consistent whatever the controls were set to, the rate of the vibrato, the depth, etc. But if you're using a keyboard like mine, you don't have that luxury.
Play. Stop.
So
1
something
blank.
that you just
Selection
have to deal
removed.
with. I'm gonna
1 0.
set it to 100 beats per minute.
Play. Stop.
Okay, that's a good one.
1
All
0.
right, so now
MIDI.
now, if I wanted to set this to unipolar, the bad
Bar
news
3,
is I would have to
B2,
set all these
50. 50. Pitch bend 7.
like if I wanted to just demonstrate the guitar like vibrato, I would have to send all these
67.
pitch bend messages
Beat 47. Play. Stop. 92. Pitch bend 8000. Play. Bar 2 beat 10. Play. Stop.
I'd have to
Bar 1. Bar 2 beat 10. Pitch bend 8.
all these numbers
17. Pitch bend.
would have to be set to 8192, the middle number, the medium number. Now, so what I want to do here is I want to
0. 17. Pitch bend 8192.
unfortunately, there is other shapes I could also use as well that
0,
change
pitch
how
bend
it...
8, play, 0, pitch, bar 1 beat 4, bar 2 beat 1 0, pitch bend 8, 17, pitch bend 8100.
These are all set to linear shape.
Beat 280, 67, 83, pitch bend 7.
So I'm wondering if I could
Context,
set the...
file set, close, edit, navigate, option, views, content, action, custom, document, close, file, edits, options, submenu. Event, CC shape, slow, fast start, fast, linear, square.
This is linear here. If I were to set these to square
Midi
here...
Play. Play. Stop.
Those are square shapes, and what those are doing, they're acting like hammer-ons and pull-offs on a guitar. So now,
bar 2, bar 3, play, bar, play, stop, 17, pitch bend 8000, 30.
all right, and now if I go and I
Event
set...
properties dialog, MIDI take, 0.
Well, let's go try that again.
Bar 2, 17, 30. 83, pitch bends. Beat 2, 60, 83.
So I selected all those pitch bend messages. I did Control, Shift,
Event,
and then dash and equals to navigate as I was selecting.
channel, value, CC shape, Bezier tensions, slow, fast end.
I use the fast end shape.
MIDI take, bar,
That's my favorite when I'm trying to simulate guitar vibrato. So now if I play these,
play. Stop.
that's my favorite shape. I like the fast end shape. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a script that I have. I don't have a direct link
0.
to get this, so maybe someone in the comments can post it, or if I find a way to get the link. It's a script somebody had made.
17, 0, pitch bend 8000, 7, 30.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these pitch bend messages, all of them, from bar 2 here.
Bar 2 beat 1, pitch, bar 2 beat 1 0, pitch bend 8, play, stop, bar 1 beat 4 9, bar 2 beat.
Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and
filter invert checkbox, not show space, not check, MIDI, bar 2, play, stop.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a script that I have.
Actions dialog.
I'm going to go hit F4 to go to the actions dialog. I'm going to type in vibrato.
VIBRAO. List 1 list. Description, script, Chessel, add pitch bend vibrato loop.
Add pitch bend vibrato. Okay.
Add vibrato.
Now I'm going to show you.
Cancel, number of vibrato edit selected 5.
Now this is the number of vibratos. So what this does is it starts from the middle note, middle number, 8192, and then it adds a high number, and then it goes back, and so let's say you have 7 vibratos. What it will do is it will wiggle from the middle number to a higher number, back down to basically complete the first piece of vibrato. So let's just say there's 7 vibratos. It'll have a middle number, a high number, a middle number, a high number, a middle number, a high number. It will repeat that 7 times, and then the final pitch bend message, it'll be a middle number but with a square shape. All the other pitch bend messages will be fast end. Will be the fast end shape. This is what this script is written with.
Number of. So
I'm trying to calculate them. You may have to do a bit of calculation for the number of vibratos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like little triplets, I guess. So it's about 7 different triplets, sets of triplets. So if I do 7 times 3, that's 21 vibratos. So I'll type in 21.
Number 5 blank 121 range as a percentage edit selected 100.
Range as a percentage. So this will take it up from the middle 8192 up a full octave. I don't want that.
100 blank.
I'm going to type in
7,
7. Sounds like a good one.
Variation of range as percentage edit selected 5.
Now the variations of range that I have,
5 blank.
It fluctuates between certain like certain numbers.
7.
Some of vibrato, little bits of vibrato might be a little more than others, if you will.
OK button.
I'm going to hit OK.
Bar 1 beat 450. Bar.
And now what I want to do is I want to have a look here.
Bar 75, 92, bar 2 beat 10, pitch bend 8114, pitch bend 14164, 29, pitch bend 8192.
Now what I like
14,
to do here,
0, bar 1 beat 492, bar 2 beat 10, pitch, event, CC shape, combo box fast end collapsed, MIDI 14, pitch bend 14,000.
so what I do is I take the first two pitch bend messages out.
Bar 1, bar 2 beat 10, pitch bend 8192.
And if I hold down Control, hold down Shift, and then hit the equals.
14, pitch bend 14,164.
Now this may be too much.
Play. Stop. Play. Play. Stop. Beat 1, beat 475, pitch bend 892, pitch bend 8807. Play. Stop.
Yeah, see, that's too much.
Bar 2 beat 129, pitch bend 8192. 40.
So I'm going to take those out.
Bar
I'm going to go and try
Actions.vi,
see what else we can do here.
List 1, description, script, chest, add, number of vibrato edit selected 21.
I want 21.
Range as a percentage edit selected, number of, blank, 1, 2,
I may lower
2,
to 20.
0. Range as a percentage edit selected 77. Set blank.
I may
Selection
lower
1,
to 12.
2, 7 unselected. Range as a percentage edit selected 12.
I set it to 12.
Variation of range. OK button.
Hope this works.
Bar 1. Play. Stop. Play. Stop.
Okay, so now
20, 51, 75, 9. Bar 2 beat 10. Pitch bend 8192.
so I'm at the first pitch bend message of bar 2, 8192. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to
CC shape. Fast.
the square shape, and then
15. Pitch bend 9181.
I'm going to take that out.
Bar. Play. Stop. Play.
And now
Stop.
so now it's actually acting like a bit of a guitar vibrato.
Play. Stop.
Yeah, so
2.
now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and
Pitch bend 1 item.
and basically what I want to do
no
is
button alt N. Pitch 1
I'm going to go and
scanning direct
load this magical 8-bit plugin
clear
on
add
another
button.
track.
Cancel tree view list 1 list VSTI complete VSTI contact VSTI magical 8-bit plug
That's what I want.
FX track pit 2 armed magical unarmed not when playing record 2 armed magical 8-bit plug 2
Okay, so that's not armed
1
because I don't want it armed.
101
I'm going to take this item from the first track
One
here,
item
go
two armed
copy
magic-
it and go to the second track here and then
1
paste
item
it.
101
Now,
armed-
this is a software plugin. This is Magical 8-Bit Plugin version 2. It's really cool. Go check it out.
ripple off
Oops, I didn't want that.
track parameters value sliders parameter pan value edit select value slider 0 edit selected 0.00
And I'm going to set this
0.
to so it's not blasting people's ears
Dash
to negative
2.
20.
dash 2 0 dot pitch bend 2 armed magic 1 muted
I'm going to mute the...
play stop 2 armed
now you notice it won't do anything. If I navigate...
2 armed magical 8-bit plug 2 1 item unarmed normal not record monitor off 2 magical 8-bit plug 2
I'm on the regular track view here, so I'm going to hit P.
FX close parameter
And fortunately, with the SAR parameters,
Eni pitch time not duty algorithm eni ignores delay interval, behavior, portamento time, bend range,
Bend range is what I want.
value, slider 1, 0,
And I can set all the way from 0
20,
to 24. I'm going to set to 12.
12, pitch bend,
And just like that, I'm going to show you that this works.
play. Stop,
Yep, and just like that, it's doing the same thing.
play. Stop.
Now, if I want, I can slow
Edit
down this
one-
tempo and
one
let you
blank.
hear it.
Selection
It'll
removed.
slow down the pitch bend.
0, pitch bend, play. Play. Stop.
So what it's doing is you can hear it's going from the middle number to a higher number, back to the middle number, to a higher number, back to the middle number, etc. So this is unipolar. I'm simulating unipolar pitch bend style vibrato here with pitch bend messages. Sadly, again, you could use a pitch bend wheel and you could wiggle it. The problem that I have is when I'm doing that, it tends to, I tend to get a little nervous, and it takes me several takes to get it right. It's absolutely annoying. If you're working with a synthesizer or a keyboard that does not have like unipolar vibrato, then unfortunately the only way you could do this is simulating via a pitch bend messages. I know this was, again, a not very formal video. It wasn't very, probably wasn't very exciting, but it was something that I been wanting to share for a long time. So hopefully this was somewhat helpful. Again, this is probably way over the top.
Start virtual. Stop recording. Check.
And whatnot. But let me know if you have any questions on this, and I'll try to answer them in the comments below. All right? You all take care. Bye-bye.